You're welcome to mathematics class. Today, we're looking at word problems involving fractions. Word problems involving fractions. I hope you still remember what fractions are. A part of a whole. Like what we have here, this is 1 over 4 is a fraction. A part of this. And this is 1 over 8. This is also a part of a whole. So we'll be looking at addition and subtraction of like terms. I hope you know that in fractions, we have like terms and unlike terms. Like terms are the fraction whose denominator are the same, while unlike terms are those fractions whose denominators are different. So first of all, let's look at fraction. Fractions are parts of a whole, parts of a whole. So if I should divide a cake into 4 parts, it means each of that part is what? 1 out of 4. That is 1 over 4. So if I had all the parts, I said I've divided into 4 parts. It means each part is 1 over 4, 1 over 4, 1 over 4, 1 over 4. So if I had all of this together, it should give me 4 over 4. And you know that 4 divided by 4 is 1. So the addition of all these 4 parts will give me 1 whole. So that is what fraction simply means, dividing something into parts, a part of a whole. Okay, like terms refers to fraction with similar denominators. Look at this. These are examples of like fraction because all their denominators are what? 4. By the way, I hope you still remember what a denominator is. The number down is the denominator, the upper number is your numerator. You see that? So these fractions are like fractions because their denominators are the same, 4, 4, 4. So when we add or subtract this kind of fraction, I mean this like fraction, when you're adding or subtracting them, their denominator remain the same because they are similar. All you need to do is just add their numerator, add the numbers on top, while the number down will remain unchanged. Just leave it as it is. Like this, if I'm going to add 2 over 5 and 1 over 5, I'll leave my 5 the way it is. I will just add the 2 and the 1 on top. So 2 plus 1 will give me 3 over 5. So I'll just write 3 over 5. That means my 5 will remain the way it is because I am dealing with like fractions. Do we understand that? Oh, beautiful. Let's look at this example. Miss Bloom discovered that many of her students were missing on Friday. 1 over 6 of the class went to a basketball tournament and 3 over 6 of the class called in sick. What fraction of the class was in school? So let's see what we're going to do. First of all, let's look at the fraction of the class that is missing. Remember, 1 over 6 went for basketball tournament and 3 over 6 of them called in sick. So let's add all those people that are missing. We have 1 over 6 plus 3 over 6, and this will give me 4 over 6. Now, the class is a whole number, so you represent it as 1. You represent your class as 1, that is the whole. So if I want to look at the number or the fraction of class that is in school, this is what I'm going to do. The whole class minus the fraction of class that is missing. And that will give me 1 minus 4 over 6. But remember, we are dealing with like fractions. So what I'm going to do is, since my denominator here is 6, it simply means that I will change my 1 to a fraction. And that would give me 6 over 6. 6 over 6 is the same thing as 1. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Good. So what I'm just trying to do is to make their denominator similar so that it will be easy for us to do our subtraction. So 1 is the same thing as 6 over 6. So instead of writing 1, I'm going to use my 6 over 6 in place of 1 to make their denominator the same. So fraction of class in school would be 6 over 6 minus 4 over 6. Remember that our denominator is not changing. So just subtract the number above. 6 minus 4 is 2. Now look at this fraction, 2 over 6. Do you think I should leave my answer like this? No, I will not leave my answer like this. That's because I can divide further. So let me divide this number further. I can divide 2 by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my answer will be 1 over 3. Therefore, the fraction of the class in school is 1 over 3. The fraction of class in school is 1 over 3. You get that? Good. So let's look at example 2. John spent 1 whole number 5 over 12 of his time preparing for school. He spent 2 whole number 1 over 12 attending his class and 1 whole number 7 over 12 doing his class work. How much time did he spend working on that day? So let's start by looking at the time spent working. So if I want to know the time spent working, all I will need to do is time spent preparing for school plus the time spent attending classes plus the time spent doing class work. So I'm going to add all of those time together. So time spent working is 1 whole number 5 over 12 plus 2 whole number 1 over 12 plus 1 whole number 7 over 12. So because this is a mixed fraction, I have whole numbers and I have fractions. So what you will do is add the whole number separately and add the fractions separately. So where are the whole numbers? 1, 2, and this 1. So add them together, 1 plus 2 plus 1. And then add the fraction, 5 over 12, 1 over 12, and 7 over 12. So by the time I had this whole number, this is 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. So I have 4. And then for my fraction, my denominator remains the same. And then I had my numerator. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. So I have 4 whole number, 13 over 12. Okay, now let's look at this. 13 over 12. This is an improper fraction, isn't it? So what do? Let us change it. Let's change it so that we can have this fraction. So this is 13 over 12. This is the same thing as saying 12 over 12 plus 1 over 12, isn't it? If I say 12 plus 1, that will still give me 13 over 12. So let me separate it this way. And why am I separating it? I want to change this to a whole number. So what is 12 over 12? 12 over 12 is the same thing as 1. So I will add this 1, which is my whole number, to the 4 I have here already. So 4 plus 1 will give me 5. And then the fraction that is left, 1 over 12. I'll just bring it here and write it as 1 over 12. Do you understand that? I have changed 12 over 12 to a whole number, so I'm going to add it to 4 to make it 5. And I'm left with 1 over 2 as the fraction, and then I'll write it beside the whole number. You see this? So this is the time he spent walking. We're not through with our question yet. Okay, so I want you to try this. I want you to try this. Jonathan bought 4 packs of pizza. He gave 2 over 7 of the pack to his sister and another 5 over 7 to his friend. How many packs of pizza does he have left? Number 2, Mrs. Jones received 2 1 over 9 packs of chocolate from her daughter and 5 1 over 9 of a bag of chocolate from her neighbor. She shared 1 whole number 2 over 9 with her colleagues and took the rest home. How many bags of chocolate did she take home? So you're going to try this, and if you do it very well, you should get this answer. You should get this answer. So try it on your own and let's compare our answers. Let's see if we get the same answer. We've come to the end of the class. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a nice day Bye.